Hey everybody, Mr. Gibson here. So for this assignment, you guys are going to be exploring kind of the structure of macromolecules, specifically how each of the four macromolecules are similar to each other and how they are different from each other. So first thing you're going to want to do is open this PDF right here. And this is really nice. I would keep this on hand, like save this to your Google Drive or something, because it's going to be really helpful. Basically what it does is it goes through all four macromolecules and shows you examples of the molecular structure of those molecules. So here's a carbohydrate. You've got a monosaccharide or a monomer of a carbohydrate. So this is glucose. And then you've got a disaccharide right here, sucrose. That's table sugar. That's your everyday sugar that you probably have at your house. And then here's cellulose, which is a polymer of a carbohydrate or a polysaccharide. And this one is found in plants. Okay, and then it shows you the structure of a lipid, and you can tell that lipids in their structure are very different from carbohydrates. But if you notice the elements, this says carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. And if you look at the carbohydrates, same three elements. So the elements are the same across carbs and lipids, and they're very similar across all four of the macromolecules, but the structures can vary wildly. Okay, widely. I didn't mean to say wildly. Here we have proteins. So you've got an example of a specific protein, myelin, and then you have, so this would be a polymer. It's called a polypeptide chain. And here you have just the monomer of proteins, individual amino acids. We've got the specific structures for some of those. And then here finally you have the polymer for nucleic acids. And this would be an example of DNA. This is what your DNA looks like when you break it down and look at each individual atom. And then just each subunit of your DNA of nucleic acids, the building blocks are called nucleotides, and you can see that here. And hopefully that's review for you. The DNA and the protein stuff hopefully is review from prior units. Okay, so I would advise skimming that, and then you're going to go open the Google Doc and you're going to read the instructions, and you're simply going to answer the questions. First, it's going to ask you about glucose. Then it's going to ask you similarities and differences between all four of the different macromolecules based on what you saw in the biomolecule structure diagrams here. Okay, I want those, don't put just like one or two for each. These probably need to be pretty flushed out. Okay, at least 3, 4, 5 bullets for the similarities and the differences. Okay, if you can't think of more similarities than that, that's okay. But yeah, just don't try and like type one thing just to get it done. Really look at those similarities and differences, because that's really what we're focusing on right now. Okay, and then there are a few more questions after that. You probably need a sentence or 2 or 3 for each one of these. Yeah, just again, these are not one-word answers that we're looking for here. All right, so if you guys are confused about any of this or need any help, please email me and let me know. All right, guys, good luck.